Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Set.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He finds Johnston. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Set.
Running it with Hampton. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Going with a screen to Hampton. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers make it a 1-point game. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Harvey now to return it. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Again, it's Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Herbert from the gun. Cut near the goal line. That is an LA touchdown. The Chargers break the tie here in the first. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Harvey now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Yellow. Black ultra. Cut.
Throwing off the play fake. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Working now from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Here we go. Here we go. 6 set.
Throw here, 3rd down. Flush down now to his left. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pulled in at the 20. And he gets him a nice chunk on that return on the final play of our first quarter. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. 21-14 our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll have it here after forcing that punt to end the first. Here's Hampton, open and drive. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Back to Hampton. And he's not far from that first down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. 3rd down coming up.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week. He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready up.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Set, huh?
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Throw to the right, finds Waddle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Number 17.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, and it gave the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Green jack. Set. Yellow, 22. Smash, red. Ready?
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Chase has it. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. Working quickly here. They go play action on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Offense up to the line fast.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Black Ultra. Ready?
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Goes first
Wait,
down.
wait.
1st and 10
Let's
at
go.
the 46-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Going deep here for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos tie this game at 21.
Will Lutz
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This return starts at the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
Set.
Going right this time with Hampton. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Set. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Loss of 12 yards. It is 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Broncos take over after returning it inside the red zone. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks, too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. Hi.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Rolling left, and they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
What a great moment to celebrate and possibly educate this rookie as well, Kate. That's just tremendous effort. He shows off the speed that he has. But they'll go look at those tablets. They'll figure out if there was somewhere to throw it. But he showed you right there when there's not. Well, this kid can run.
21. Will Lutz.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Hampton gets the handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here's Herbert. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Sacked. A loss of 12 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Herbert now. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Quentin Johnston.
So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. And a fair catch made here at the 17.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Practice. Sit. Red 38. Ready.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Gets everything he has under this one. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14.
Chargers 21.
Lutz set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Chargers getting set. First and 10. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Third down, give to Hampton. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
They sent with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Offense to the line, second down.
Set. Counter. Set.
Herbert back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Set.
Third and long for him here. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up. J.K. Scott's on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The return. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10.
Here we go. 52, book you, yellow.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go, set. 33, yellow. Hut.
Working on first down. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. So So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Now the Broncos take their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Down. Ready?
Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. Let's find in our AFC Championship on the line. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Hampton. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
On the counter, it's Hampton. Working a couple yards past the line. That's a rookie out of Iowa State, Darian Porter on that tackle.
Yes, a smaller gain on the stat sheet with that counter run, but it does diversify their run game portfolio. Makes those guys, and especially the edge defenders, think a little bit. And Kate, I've told you once, I'll tell you 100 times, I love the play action that comes off of that same counter run action.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That one's good to McConkey. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down. Shotgun give to Hampton. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Set. 180. Rip. Let's go, let's go. Set.
Herbert now off the play fake. This is a heater going deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Chargers 28.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Harvey now to return it. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. Hits the 20. Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
think, Brock, can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series.
36-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position.
Set. Ready.
This is Hampton. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Going to the ground again on 1st. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
Hey, that play right there, that run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level, but this rookie, he's putting on the show.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Harvey now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Set, hut. Set.
Now come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Incomplete pass on 1st down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Yellow. 43. Set. Hut.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
45. White. Here. Yellow. Set.
Sticking to the air here. On the move, past the 40. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. Getting out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Drill green. Ready.
They are throwing it again. Finds the in route complete. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Finding Johnson once more. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Throw caught by his running back. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Down. Push.
In the red zone on 1st. Here's Johnson with another one. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Flight good. Let's go. Blue 32. Blue striker. Ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. Escapes the pocket. And after all that, he still can't get rid of it. They get there and drop him. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
At the Chargers' 3-yard line.
Blaster 6. Ready.
Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 13-point lead. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Bronx. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Hampton now off the middle. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Herbert from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend's pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Set. Route. Go.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He finds Njoku, complete. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. David Njoku, the touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Chargers 42.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Harvey now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go. Cut.
1st down, play action. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And this one does not go far. Nickel look by the Chargers here. 3rd down.
Let's go now.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he is stopped with authority there. But that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down.
Watch out, man. 50 Fury. Here we go. Set. Steal. Flat.
Back now, pressure coming. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Come on. Set. Needle blue. Ken Black. Mike. What? Hut.
Throwing it again here. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Complete to number 81. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Chargers are going to opt for a 50B, 3rd down.
Yellow. Set. Ready. Set.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for Broncos first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Set.
1st and 10 at the
60 red.
36-yard line.
Check smash. Set.
Throwing from the gun. That one's complete right side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Down. Green jack. Hut. Hut.
He's going to throw it. Pitts brings it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
On the double.
Another Broncos first down.
Let's
1st
go.
and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Pass play coming here. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Throws caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Jake, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Ready. Ready. Blaster. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Goal to go. They're passing. Chased out to his right. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Claws red. Black shot. Hut. Hut.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Drops this one off to Hampton. And he goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. They'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call.
Set. Out. Go.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. They connect on the deep shot. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
Set. Ready.
First and 10. Here's Hampton. He's out of bounds after a gain of about 8, so a nice pickup there. 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Set. You're out. Set.
A run now with Hampton. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Now a run by Hampton. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Black 80, black. Ready.
To the air this time, Herbert. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Set.
Hampton will take it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th.
Okay, it was just a couple years ago where we saw those running backs get to the market and not get their money. Well, a performance like this is how you get paid. You show you could do it in a multitude of ways. Catch one for a touchdown through the air, pound 3 of them on the ground for 6.
And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2. But as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
Ready.
So 1st down from the 41.
Set. 50. Set.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Here we go. Set. Set.
They're going to pass it here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
First and 10 at the 14-yard
They'll look to throw it. Finding Johnson once more. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Back to throw. Dump off, caught by his back. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores. I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2. That risk pays off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now running here with Hampton. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now, Herbert. Going with a screen to Hampton. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
To throw. Gets it downfield, on target to Gatson. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. On the carry, it's Hampton. He cuts it right. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Herbert on 1st down. Catch made left side by McConkey. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain. That's another Chargers 1st down.
Now run with Hampton. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score.
Touchdown Chargers.
Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards.
And he'll get into the end zone to make this a 1-score game in the 4th quarter. So they stick with the hot hand, partner, and he ends up adding 2 more on top of that touchdown.
I'd say 8 points is a pretty solid drive's work for him.
Right.
And as long as he's producing, seeing the gaps, getting the pads down, getting those tough yards, feed that man the ball. He won't be denied.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Blue 32. Blaster 6.
Here he is to throw. Has a man on target to Johnson. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Set. Cut.
Setting up to pass. And he will score! And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win! Broncos offense getting ready for another two-point try.
Set. Cut.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So to decide it, make mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for the Broncos. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.